Ginger, what's going on, friend? You're another Ren stand. You're another Ren stand. Yulita. My bad, friend. My bad, friend. I'm over here like so used to you requesting NF. You know what I mean? Kind of forgot about that. I kind of threw me off. Oh, yeah. You totally get the shout out today. You totally get the shout out. You know what I mean? All right. So forget everything I said about Anna. Forget everything I said about Maul. Forget everything I said about everybody. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ginger and especially Yulita. Oh, shit. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's talk Koojo. Let's talk Koojo. All right. All right. I'm looking at the chat, y'all. I'm looking at the chat. I need y'all to help me with answer some of these questions. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Okay. So the original beat that he did, does it sound like the one that's on there now? Or was it completely different? Is the one that's on there now have anything to do with Koojo? Or was that a remade thing? I don't know. Because all I know in the video, it said that he was going to remake Sick Boy within the year. You know what I mean? So my question is, that remade Sick Boy that's now on YouTube, was that the same or even close to the original beat that he was using? I'm seeing an NI. I think maybe it's a no. No different? It's completely different, or is it exactly the same? The same is on now. Ren answered the questions in his explanation. How could he answer the question in his explanation if the song hadn't come out yet? He said in that video that he was going to redo it because it was taken down at that point. That wasn't even on the internet at that point in time in the video. He said he was going to do it within a year, that he was going to redo Sick Boy, and obviously that's the one I've seen because it's out there in the world now, right? So you have to, I'm putting myself in the position of like that time frame, you know what I mean? I literally just watched the video today. So he said in that Sick Boy wasn't even on the internet when that video was on. You know what I mean? Sick Boy still has the beat that Ren remixed for it. I'm so confused. So the one that the entire Koojo beatdown, that everything that he did that video about, in the new Sick Boy, he plans. So he hadn't even put that out yet. So how is the one that I saw on the internet now? You know what I'm saying? Because if it got taken down, how did it get now put back up? How am I seeing that video if it was taken down at the time of the one I just watched from that video? He got a meeting with the YouTube manager and he put the video back on YouTube. Okay. Ren made the beat for Koojo Beatdown. He did not remade Sick Boy yet. What is up now was the original beat by Koojo. Okay. So that does, okay. I think I'm with y'all now. So there is no new Sick Boy yet. Okay, got it. Okay, because I didn't know if the one that I watched was the new one. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to make sure. Okay, all right. I think we're all good now. Okay, so my takeaways from that video was that Koojo is you know how I always talk about how like the industry is full of shady fucking people? That's what this guy is. You know what I mean? All the nice to your face bullshit, but as soon as you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, your music sucks. You know what I mean? When you was begging to work with me and then, oh, now my music sucks. That's who Koojo is. You know what I mean? Trust me, no matter what industry you work in out there, you know what I'm saying? There's people just like them. You know what I mean? Two-faced, shady motherfucker, smile to your face, stab you in your back type people. When you gotta have your girlfriend reach out to me to fight your battles for you too, what kind of dude are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even handle your own conversations. You were apparently talking with lawyers, but your girlfriend is messaging me? Okay, fam. Okay. Your street cred is completely gone. Ain't nobody buying a beat from you ever again. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say about that, fam. Let's let Ren do his talking. You know what I'm saying? Let's check out Koojo's beatdown. He about to eat him for lunch. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for this because I feel like this is the one time he's going to actually get a little spicy. You know what I mean? When he went at that other guy who he was beefing with, he ended like the whole thing with like, but peace, love, and prayer, dog. Like, I hope you prosper in life type shit. And I don't think he's going to say that here. You know what I mean? From what I saw was a ton of back and forth of him acting like a complete idiot, like he doesn't understand how the music industry works. You know what I'm saying? It's apparently very much what he does, but he doesn't even understand how that even works. You know what I mean? You're asking artists for your publishing rights. What the fuck are you talking about, fam? What the fuck are you talking about? Go ask your girlfriend for better advice on how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to be the person who is rightly doing right, who is right there on the righteous path, no wrong in words I write. But the forces out that test me right, I'm trying to find the path and forgive all those who test my will. There's trouble in my heart. What the fuck, you little pussy? This ain't high rent number 2. This ain't pendulums or songs of hope the cunt took from you. And the last time we did this, the hope did prevail. Now the hope is the road that will choke a bitch pale. No, just wait a sec, cause there's nothing to be gained when you sever the neck. I know that art is a part of your heart, so you're upset, but this hate breeds hate. Please wait, geez, Ren. I'm getting pretty sick of the sick boy, trying to be the it boy, trying to be the I'm so morally equipped boy. Face it, you're mad as fuck, Ren. Now let me cut this worm with my razor blade pen. Fuck it.
Hold on now. Is that what he looks like? Is that what he looks like? Is that what Koojo looks like? I'm gonna look him up right now. I'm gonna see if I can find him. I gotta know what he looks like now. Koojo. Because before I say anything about his appearance, I gotta know what he looks like. Koojo beats. The real Koojo. Let's see. Let's see what he looks like. Oh my good God. Okay. Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy that his girlfriend fights his battles for him. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Hi Koojo, please don't try to struggle, hear me out. See, I'm on your side really. Well, I was, till I found you could get a little greedy. Push your luck a little far. There's a moral, little Jimmy, of the cookie and the jar. See the needy and the greedy, they're just trying to fill a hole. So they take and then they take and still they're empty in their soul. They feel so hard done by, poor little you. Wanna take from me big, then I'll take from you too.
Like, obviously this entire thing is over greed. You know what I mean? He was a nobody before Ren wanted that beat. And when that beat was obviously going to make magic and he saw that, he wanted a little piece of it. You know what I mean? It really all just stems from that. You know what I'm saying? He tried to be reasonable with him like 1,000 times and give him more than he was even like supposed to give him. You know what I mean? He said, if you want to take from me, I'm going to take from you too. He said, I'm taking your soul. I'm taking the fact that you're never going to be able to work with anybody who knows anything about this situation. You know what I mean? I'm going to take away your future food. You know what I mean? Like, you don't fuck with people who are actually smart. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Ren's going to just ruin your career. He said it in the video that he didn't even want his fans to come after you. You know what I mean? And that he didn't want you to struggle for the rest of your life. But You're going to now because you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And you couldn't just let it go. You know what I'm saying? There's a million people out there just like this guy. There's a million people out there who are looking to just get their take from you what they think that they are owed from what you do with that. You know what I mean? When he's the one who stole something in the fucking first place and didn't even clear it in the right first place. Everything about that just kind of blows my mind. You know what I mean? And the fact that he tried to play like the victim in that entire thing too. Jesus Christ.
Shut up, slut, you said enough. I thought you said you like it rough. I thought you said she liked it rough. You're a bitch, man, what the fuck? I'm confused by this dynamic. Like it's Bonnie and it's Clyde, but the killing you're committing is career suicide. Whoa, guys, you probably think that this is extreme, I won't lie. Maybe just a little bit mean, you know. I feel a little bad about it, really. Nah, I'm only messing, lad, I love to spank the greedy. Feel me? I hope you wake up sweating from your nightmares, see me. I'm the sick boy that you enslave, free me. When you fuck with my work, you might as well be.
Okay, so what really got me so fucking pissed off and why I had like zero respect for like what I heard from that entire thing was as soon as like she tried using like, oh, well, he's got mental health problems and what if he hurt himself because of this? To the guy who wrote an entire song about like that stuff. And has wrote like countless songs about that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes when you try to like weaponize your mental health against people, or like people in your world weaponize your mental health, like as a, I already think that there's a plenty of people out there that like to jump on a bandwagon because it makes them get sympathy. I hate those people too. Depression is a normal part of life, and stress is a normal part of life, and so is anxiety. And there's a difference between people who really struggle with those things and the fact that you're just sad because you can't find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you feel lonely sometimes. There's a big difference. And I feel like when she did that and was like, what if he hurt himself? You know what I mean? Because of this entire situation. The person that everybody should have been worried about in that situation was that independent artist named Ren who bought that beat when he was broke as fuck and has always done things like try to do things the right way. Like, if you know anything about this guy, then apparently you were following and you fucked with his music and you do all that shit. And then you try to turn that on them. I've had people do this to my entire life because as soon as they find out that I, like, you know, they could use it against me, where it's like, well, I also feel like you, Johnny. You should feel for me because I also deal with those problems too. So that means that you need to change your tone with me because I'm feeling triggered. Fuck those people. Okay. I know this is a bit extreme, you know, haha, not really. You know what I'm saying? I forget exactly how he said it, but it was something like that. You know what I mean?
When you fuck with my work, you might as well bleed me. I put my whole soul into my words legally. Now a little thief want beef, want steal from me. That's how little thief lose teeth, you meal to me. I'm the subject matter, you are part of the scenery. This is how the sick boy work, you feeling me? Cunt, I'm sick with the pen. I went easy on the daughter, he's a friend, it's Zen. But if I ever hear your mouth speak the name of Ren out in public, then it's public, you don't want that again. And no warning for your bitch, with a girlfriend too. Mrs. Nice behind the scenes, poor Koojo, boo-hoo. If I ever read another fucking comment from you, then this is only part one, it's even worse than part two.
Oh my god. You know, any issues I have will be dealt with on a personal basis. I can't even read what the rest of this shit says. I hate it when it covers it all up. Now you can't see like half of what it fucking says. It's annoying. Shit. Okay. You know, I think in the first rap video I saw him do that I reacted to, I said that he was the only like white boy that I really believed when he like threatened people like that. You know what I mean? Where I feel like for him to threaten you, it would take the real feelings. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he does a lot of satirical stuff that way. You know what I mean? So obviously a lot of this stuff in this is embellished, and that's what, you know, artists, you know, playing out some of that fantasies lyrically, right? And visually. So, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, for real though, like when you push me to the limit where all of a sudden now you are now my enemy, you really don't want to see that side of me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us try really hard to be nice, probably a lot harder and a lot nicer than those other people deserve. But once you reach that threshold where now we're on the other side of that line, it's fuck you all day, every day. You know what I mean? Like, we have reached that level. You know what I mean? We have reached that level where now you are now my enemy and nothing will change that. You know what I mean? Where he was sitting there crying and complaining about like, oh, I'm not getting my money. Like you stole from me. You know what I mean? You stole somebody else's sample, put it on your beat that you probably stole from somebody else. You probably heard somebody else do it. I don't think that you have any originality brought to you in this kind of point. You know what I mean? That's how I think that you are as a beat maker, is I think that everything you probably found was ripped somewhere. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? You obviously are not an honest fellow. So I don't think that you really created that. So I think that you ripped it from somebody else. You know what I mean? Or you found somebody else and just kind of recreated that, because I don't think that you came up with anything original in your own brain that way. Because it's obvious that your girlfriend needs to talk for you. So that's fun. That's fun. And that's pretty cute. You know what I mean? That's all I got for this one, guys. Shout out to Yulita. Shout out to her. She gets the gold star of the day for this one, because this is probably the only thing that's going to make me talk this much, I think, for sure. Today, be kind to a stranger. Be kind to strangers, for sure. But fuck Koojo. You know what I'm saying? Fuck those kinds of people out there in the world. You know what I mean? They deserve everything that they get coming into them. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta let karma hit people in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Especially when all you wanted was just to be greedy. You know what I'm saying? Again, homie gave you like so many olive branches that way. You know what I'm saying? Like when you didn't even deserve them. You didn't even deserve them. And he still tried. He still tried. It took all of that to get to this point, to create that song. You know what I mean? So, again, he's one of those guys where I wouldn't want to push him. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's like, if he seems like the greatest person to have on your team, why would you ever want to be on his bad side? You know what I mean? Everything he did was clout chasey. You know what I mean? The tweeting about stuff like, Ren owes me this, Ren owes me that, and they never DM'd him. Never DM'd him. Not a single damn time. What kind of people operate like that? Shady fucking snakes. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for the snakes in your life. In your life, you know what I'm saying? You gotta cut the grass so that way you can catch the snakes. You know what I'm saying? Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.